bloody good horror. Here we are for part 9 of our Shadowgate playthrough. When last we met, we were lost in the catacombs beneath Castle Shadowgate. But perhaps we were close to finding our way out. We'd left ourselves at a cave. On the far side of this chasm, opened up this nifty little light bridge here. So it's time to see what lays ahead. More caves. Alright. Close your eyes and raise 1 foot above the chasm before taking a leap of faith. You breathe a sigh of relief as you step out onto the light and move across the magical bridge to the other side. You cock your head, noting an almost imperceptible hum running through this chamber. The sound is just loud enough to set your teeth on edge. Oh my. So here we are digging deeper. It's been a bit since we were here last. Getting close to a week. So we don't know what all's in store for us yet. Not a lot going on in this cave yet. I was hoping that we would be seeing the end of the caves, but not quite. I am starting to wonder if we're lost because we're getting deeper and deeper. Ooh, here we go. This is something exciting. Imbued with ancient symbols, a stone skull some 30 hands high has been carved from solid rock. 5 stalagmites arranged in what looks like fingers appear ready to crush whoever is foolish enough to approach the spectacle. Why, yes it do. Yes it do. Let's see if we can get a closer look here. Carved from the very rock of the chamber. It seems to stand as warning to any who dare enter this place. We've got a column here, which is exciting because we know that means a cutscene. So that one's not faring too well. What do we got over here? We got a skull door. Alright. Well, we have to do our spells here. Invoking, I believe it was. And let's see what this has to say. The image of Lakmir forms from the obelisk.
The time is at hand, is it not? If you are wise, you know the way into the chamber beyond. What is there? I cannot know, but perhaps you do. For you are beyond what you were, beyond what I dreamt of. Yes, surely more than a simple soldier. I pray you have come prepared, that you have listened to the words of the prophet. 5 to find, 3 are one. 1 gives access, the bladed sun. The silver orb to banish below. The staff of ages to vanquish the foe. Joining to the golden thorn. The last to invoke the platinum horn. The 3 pieces of the staff must be joined to make that which was unmade. But this cannot be done without an empowerment to bind them together. An empowerment not unlike the capturing of elementals. An empowerment that requires a great sacrifice. Now, let us be done with it.
The messenger achievement. Alright. Take my essence into the orb and assemble the staff, the wizard says as his ghostly image flickers in the torchlight. So I have the thorn, I have the horn, and I have the orb. But But I don't know that I'm ready to face the end here yet, because I still have this air elemental and I want to use it on that bridge, so... that's a big step. Let's go back, because I want to see what's on the other side of this bridge back in the other part of the castle. So we're going to take a few steps back here. We don't know what's behind this hallway either. I think we should at least look. Nothing whatsoever in here. Okay, so let's keep heading back. Back across the light bridge. Through this little tunnel. We got a ways to go back up here. Unfortunately, I don't know a good way, so we're going to be here together for a little while. Heading backwards. I don't think that was the right way. This could be a nightmare, just trying to remember how to get out of here to get where I want to go. But if you remember, very early on in the game, one of the earliest encounters we had, we came across a chasm that had a solid bridge and a rope bridge that was too flimsy. And I'm pretty sure we have to use this air elemental to get past it. And I'm dying to know what's on the other side, because I'm afraid we may have lost it. You know, we may miss something important. Because it's the only thing I can think of that we didn't get to. So now we're not doing so bad. We're all the way back to the castle. So I apologize that you're having to see this game in reverse, but it's the only way to do it. And I'm sure those of you that have watched through 9 parts now don't want to miss anything exciting either. I still feel bad because I haven't figured out how to get those runes off the wall. So we're getting close here. And we have to see if I even remember how to get back to where I'm wanting to go. Because I honestly don't remember if I remember. It's been a couple weeks. So, we're all the way back to the beginning. We gotta go back in. This is exciting stuff, I know. Let's try this way. To the right. That's the way we came. So instead, we're going to go through here. And we're almost there. Here it is. This is the bridge I was talking about. So, we have to figure out how best to use this. So let's use the air elemental on ourselves. I'm going to be disappointed if this doesn't do anything. There it goes. Ah, this is what we need the runes for. Chiseled from the rock, this claustrophobic chamber has all the earmarks of crude dwarven craftsmanship. In the center, a large stone tablet stands, 5 slots carved into its face. So this is unfortunate, because that is the exact same shape as those rune plates we've been seeing, so it's got to be the ones. What do we have here? This length of chain made of a strange type of metal that we can use. As soon as you pull on the chain, a wash of light fills the cave, emanating from the stone wall before you. As the light intensifies, you feel a release of tremendous power. After a moment, you manage to open your eyes, realizing that nothing happened. That was disappointing. Something must have gone wrong. It's because I don't have the runes. So we have to figure out... So that means I have to go back and get my dude, too. So we have to figure out how to get those runes off the wall. So now I have to go back and get the air elemental as well. So that's a pisser. But you'll have that. Ooh, there's a guy here. You see him. But they're not going to let me go up there. So, back the way we came here. We have to find out how to get those runes off the wall. And that may take some digging before I figure that out, and I really want to get those out of there before we go any deeper. Because if that is the end of the game that we're seeing there with Lackmere, we don't want to go in unprepared, ill-prepared. So here's one that I remember seeing. We can't take it off. So we have to try the spells that we have. That was the open. And in trays, that's the opening one. Let's try Agap. Nothing happened. So we may not even have the spell that we need. Dazzling's, we know that's just sparks. A censure. Some rite of passage. And chrysalis we knew was the crystals. Let's try a censure. And still nothing. Well, folks, we may be stuck on this until I find out more info. Because we're looking here. We have the horn, we have that for the staff, and we have the 3 parts of the staff, but I don't know what's behind that nifty wall with our runes. And I don't think we have a spell that's going to work. Pretty sure this won't do anything. So it does little else. Flu Morris. We will try. And nothing. Alright, well then. We're going to call it a night here at about the 12-minute mark. We're going to call this one early because we're getting close to the end and we don't want to go in unprepared. I will take a moment and come back in part 10 so we can figure out how to get those plates off the wall. Until then, I don't want to push further past Lackmere back there in case that we get to the end and we find ourselves unprepared. So until next time, I'm Casey. I hope you enjoyed this shortened part 9, but we're getting close to the end, so I hope that keeps you excitement on the edge of your seat waiting for more. Come back and join me. Be sure to hit subscribe on the YouTube channel so you see when the consecutive episodes go up. Give us a few likes if you don't mind. That always helps us out. Again, I'm Casey. You can find me on Twitter at CaseyBGH. You can find me on Steam at Cinema Fromage. In the meantime, you've been watching BGH Video. Until next time, bye-bye. So we're back once again. We're going to try something I looked up on a guide. We're going to try running a censure here. So, what does that mean? Maybe I should step on it and see.
Open your mind, young Jer. Fret not. It is I whose name you bear, Cuthaka the First. Behold those whom have gone before, when Gatekeeper was but a hillock, and the living castle no more than a dream. They stood where you now stand, on this holy ground.
As soon as you step onto the platform, a painful vibration runs through your body, freezing you into place. As the room comes back into focus, a sense of peace and purpose fills you with energy. You now feel empowered, like you could do something that only a wizard of the circle could accomplish. So, I should be able to... There we go. Now we've got him. So that's one. There's 5 of these things we gotta find. So we're gonna keep going backwards, because they were all back here towards the beginning. Go back in this way. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to go back and find that air elemental. But we can take care of that. Now we have to remember where we saw all the runes as well. So, I do apologize for the hiccup in the recording here, but I didn't want to leave us, you know, treading water while I tried to figure out what the hell was going on, because I missed that part with that Incenser spell, and I would hate for you guys to have to sit through that without me knowing. So instead, you got 2 story bits. Can't complain too much, right? But in the meantime, now you get to fumble around through the castle with me as we try to figure out where the hell all this shit is. Because we've seen it a million times, we just didn't happen to remember. I don't think there's anything in these areas, but we will check, because they were small rooms. Yes, nothing exciting there. Did have a mouse hole that we couldn't do anything with. That's enough to make you puke, isn't it? Alright. We'll double check this room while we're standing here. There's one. I knew there was one in one of these rooms. That's 3 of our runes now. We'll head back out here. And I believe there are some over here. We already got that one. And there's some more ahead here, I think. But I could be wrong. We may just be exploring the castle. Bye-bye, boys. Have fun storming the castle. Yeah, we may be drawing... Oh, he's back. Remember this guy? Screw you. That's right. And you know what? I don't want to deal with you again. There we go. Screw that guy. So we got nothing in here. Ooh, a potion we missed before. Let's eat the bottle. So I think our runes are all back in the earlier part. There's our fire elemental that we don't need. Oh, there's a rune. So that should be 4. 2, 3, 4. We are almost there. Let's see if we can find this last one. I don't remember seeing it in here, but we will check. Because it's been a while since we've been in here, so we'll see what we can find. Nothing. nothing. See, now this is the room that I was always under the impression that we were supposed to use a censure in, because this is where we got the censure spell, but obviously I was mistaken. And we've already seen that cutscene. We're just double checking everything to make sure we're not missing any runes. And we're not. Not there anyway, so let's go back to the main banquet hall and we'll check the next door. We never found anything that would go in the hands of that statue outside either. That's a bummer. Got nothing here. There it is. So we're set. So now we have to find our way back to the air elemental, which is at the top of one of these towers, I believe. I just remember we were sneaking outside somewhere at the top of the castle. I can remember the scene in the room we were in, I just can't remember exactly how to get there. But we will click around blindly and see what we can find as we near the end of our journey here. Because I gotta think we're getting close. Yeah, we never found anything for her hand. Because if you look here at her marble angelic statue reaches the sky and empty slot into her outstretched arms, so we don't know what goes into her arm. And nothing stands out. That's okay. It's not what we're looking for right now anyways. We know it's not there. So let's check this other tower before we call it quits for the night. I think this leads to the observatory for sure. Ah, that's our secret mirror room from earlier. Another secret mirror room. I think we missed that before. Nope, that's the special Halloween DLC, which we don't care about right now. I'd forgotten all about that with my witch's mask and my pumpkins. Hard to believe, as many pumpkins as we had. That door is locked. We have an extra key, though. Now here, if we look here, a mythical eagle that brings the morning sun each and every day. The Magi and fortune tellers call this twinkling star the Watcher, or the all-seeing eye. If you notice, these are our runes. I think that goes into this wall. So we're going to write some notes here. So we have the eagle. We have the eye. We have perpendicular star. Particular star is named after a quadrix, the mythical god of water. So that's water. This star is usually one of the first ones you see on the horizon in the winter months. It is called the Thaumatage, or more commonly known as the One Tree. And then finally, its far and distant sun is called Phyros. It honors the fallen one from the skies that came to carve out the plains of fire. That's fire. Alright, so that's a clue, I think, for that wall where we put the runes. Now we just have to figure out where we got our air elemental again. But I have an extra key here that I haven't used, and we have a locked door. So I'm curious. How about that? That's a room we haven't been in. Ooh! Panoramic view of the Gatekeeper Mountains. A large winged creature soars to and fro on the wind currents, even as a storm rages in the sky. Not much there, just a flying dragon. Talamar's winged beast flies these skies guarding an artifact of great power. He must have some way of summoning the creature to him. A spell, maybe. Spell could do it. But what spell would summon one? I doubt it's this. No. And we'll try one more. A large wyvern. I don't think this will do it either. And nothing. And we'll try sparks. And then we're going to go back to trying to find our air elemental. Ooh, it did work. A winged dragon replete with a riding saddle. You gape in amazement as the creature fans its wings, hovering just off the edge of the tower. It glares at you, letting out a cry of challenge. He's got some kind of amulet here. What do we do with it? Interesting, folks. Very, very interesting. Have some raw meat. Let's feed it some raw meat. You carefully sneak close to the distracted dragon as gently and quickly as you can. You remove the amulet from the beast's neck. How about that? What does this do? A large glowing jewel rests in a setting shaped as a sunburst. It is surely the legendary bladed sun, which is one we needed. How about that? So we got nothing else there? Well, go us. So we're going to take that as a win, and we're going to get back out of there. We're getting close to the 30-minute mark here. Let's take one more crack at finding our air elemental. That went far easier than I expected it to. I'm quite happy with that. So I really don't remember where our air elemental was. I remember going outside, but I don't remember how we got there. So I tell you what, ladies and gents, instead of you having to watch me click around blindly, we will call it a night here on part 9, our two-parter of our Shadowgate Let's Play. And we'll come back next time in part 10, and I will have found the air elemental again, so we have that ready to go. And we don't have to worry about that anymore. And we will carry on and see what Lackmere has in store for us down in the basement. So, once again, I hope you enjoyed. Hit subscribe. I'm Casey. I'm on Twitter, @CaseyBGH. I'm on Steam as Cinema Fromage, so be sure to check it out. Leave some comments if you like. We'd love to hear what you have to say about our Shadowgate Let's Play. Hoping you're enjoying them as much as we are. So until next time, we'll leave it at that, with some promises of adventure to come. Until next time, check out the website, www.bloodygoodhorror.com. Check out the podcast, the Bloody Good Horror Podcast, every week at bloodygoodhorror.com. Check out my other podcast, The Instamatic, on bloodygoodhorror.com. The 1951 Down Place podcast at 1951 Down Place, where we talk about Hammer horror movies. Or you can check out my newest podcast at cinemafromage.com, which is the Cinema Fromage podcast. Until next time, bye-bye.